Firstly, get up, make the bed. That's the first thing that you see in the morning. So motivation can happen on day 1, but by day 14, you're completely demotivated. You don't feel like doing anything. It's called habit stacking. Yeah. There are youngsters out there, they quit their jobs in like 3 weeks. I always want to think like, oh, I'm the dumbest person in the room. Let me learn from somebody else. Because as human beings, one of our basic needs is human connection. If you want to work out and make that a good habit, track it. So it's a visual correspondence to your tracking.
Entrepreneurship. So many of us talk about entrepreneurship. We want to be entrepreneurs, but sometimes you might not have the money with you, or else you have to start from zero. And maybe you did a job, did a business, and you fell down. And you want to rise up again from zero. So today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic. Today with us we have another interesting person, Fiyoni Pinto.
Thank you.
So she's the founder of many avenues. So I know a few things. One is Crossroad Media and Marga. So she's the founder of those. So Fiyoni, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Wealth Mastering 2026. Invest in 5 boxes for your financial freedom. Limited seats available. Reserve yours now.
And can you just tell us more about yourself before we start our program?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Fiyoni Pinto. Very easy name to remember. I'm the founder of Crossroad Media and Marga. So I'll just give a little bit of a background about me. I'm a full-stack marketer and a video director in terms of documentaries and commercials. And I call myself the integrated full-stack marketer because I come with all the experience of video production to digital marketing and in terms of world of marketing together. So that's why I call myself a full-stack marketer. And with that, I also call myself a wellness marketer as well, because I've been in that industry for about 8 years and worked with a lot of clients in the hospitality and the wellness industry in Sri Lanka and in other countries as well. So because of that, with that experience, I wanted to bring out Marga. Marga is a wellness travel agent and a wellness travel expert that's going to be launched in January with the journeys in Sri Lanka. So yeah, that's a little brief about myself.
So very interesting. Now, Fiyoni, when we are going as the entrepreneurs, most of these entrepreneurs, they have a very successful rate as less than 10%.
Yes.
So some of these people fail.
Yes.
So when you fail, what's the learning that we should get and how we should rebound?
So the way I view failing is quite different from other people. I always view a failing as a learning curve. You learn. So you might try your first business. You might fail from that. You might try a second avenue. You might fail from that. But that failing doesn't mean you're a failure. That fail is equal to learning. You're learning. Now you're much better of an entrepreneur than before. Now you discovered, okay, something that you don't like to do. Maybe some other avenue is perfect for you. So as long as you keep on trying with perseverance and you have a good community of people around you, that's where your strength comes with the failures that you're facing. And eventually, if you hold on and if you give your all, you will definitely find a way to success.
Then it comes another thing about motivation. Some people get more motivated, some are demotivated. Entrepreneurs, like, how do you face this? Are you always motivated as an entrepreneur, or like?
Oh no, no,
you can share your experience and how you overcome this.
Yes. So for me, what I think is motivation is overrated. Motivation is not a constant lock in your life because motivation comes with your emotions, your mood, your entire build, even your hormones, how it works as well. So it might not be steady every day. So motivation can happen on day 1, but by day 14, you're completely demotivated. You don't feel like doing anything. So how you bounce back from that, how I do it is because I developed this system. It's not about motivation, it's about the goals that I have and what I have to achieve. And then I use this method by Mel Robbins, which is called the 5-second rule method.
5-second rule method?
Yes. So the 5-second method is basically So when you wake up in the morning and you're feeling very demotivated and you don't want to get out of bed, if you keep on staying on the bed, that means you're bed rotting. And then your entire cycle of thinking, your hormones, your emotions gets very integrated into a way of going on a downward spiral. Then you're completely demotivated. But think of it like this. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm up. Completely out of the bed. Then you make the bed, and if you're still demotivated, if you're still sort of lethargic, go for a cold shower. That elevates and wakens your senses that are already half asleep in a matter of seconds. And that's where you start off with.
So you should not take the phone and start scrolling?
Never, never. Because when you're doom scrolling, you get into that pattern of attention, lower attention span, and there's no end to it. It's basically an addiction that you're developing early in the morning. And in the morning, you're wiring your brain to behave in that pattern. So your deep work, your deep thinking, your creativity patterns are all disrupted when you take your phone to your hand. And if you check news, if there is negative news in the morning, then it affects you. You can try this method and see how it works for you actually. You will actually see the difference between when you don't take the phone and when you do take the phone.
Sometimes I have a problem, like I want to get up and see in the WhatsApp what's the messages have come, or whether there's a problem anywhere in the businesses. So is it a good thing or is it a bad thing?
This is the thing, it's unavoidable. But at least for a half an hour, if you take time for yourself to get your system for the day in check. It's like this, think of your body also as a system that needs a reboost. You need a little bit of a reboot for your system as well. That's what the food that you consume does. That's what your sleep does as well. But if you don't take your phone, and if you take 30 minutes to hit that cold shower and go for a quick run in the morning and have even a gratitude sort of a journal sort of going about, you're activating your dopamine levels in the natural way possible without going for the artificial.
Okay.
So all of your hormones also interact properly with your brain, the brain waves as well. There are a lot of brain waves that we don't know about even now, the theta waves and the alpha waves, all of these are there. So to activate these, the phone will block you from all of this. And there's actual research backing that up.
Very interesting. So if you're an entrepreneur, just comment below what you do when you get up. And also now we know something that we have to change. No?
Yes, yes.
And the other thing is, like entrepreneurs, personally that I do is sometimes don't wear shoes, or I try to wear the similar outfit. You were mentioning something about that, and I watched the Steve Jobs movie, and Steve Jobs also walks without shoes and with creativity. So is there something for entrepreneurs to learn from that, and what should they follow as well?
It's called this decision fatigue, and currently in 2025 and going forward, there's so many decisions that we have to take in our life daily, on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. When it comes to your personal life, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your friends and family, emergencies, you have to handle a lot of areas as an entrepreneur because you wear a lot of hats. At the beginning itself, you wear all of those hats, but even later also you carry on those hats. So to make your life easier, to make your decisions easier, is when you have to remove a lot of distractions. So let's say you have a big meeting tomorrow. If you're wasting your time in making a decision on what to wear in the morning, that's where your creativity and your productivity levels go down because there's a decision fatigue there, and you're basically experiencing a lot of time trying to figure that part out, right? So if you make sure you plan your week earlier, if you plan your outfits earlier, then that time that you take to make that decision is taken away. You have that availability right now, so you can do something better with it.
Correct.
So that's what it means.
Very interesting. Now, entrepreneurs want to be successful. They might start from zero. They might have at least maybe salary, some savings and stuff. But entrepreneurs to be successful, they need to have some habits. So what are habits that you recommend our viewers to have to be improved and make money is, I feel money is maybe a byproduct of what you are doing. but are we should go towards money, or should we have some other habits as well?
Your habits and money will be interconnected all the time. If you have bad habits, you will notice the pattern where your money disappears or your money is not actually working for you because of the bad habits and systems that you have. But if you do have developed good habits, let's say you have a proper morning routine where you wake up with the cold shower followed by another habit. It's called habit stacking. So all of this you can learn as well online. There's a lot of resources. But firstly, get up, make the bed. That's the first thing that you see in the morning. Make the bed so that even your mind is organized when you see an organized bed, because your environment matters. So wherever you're working, make sure even your environment is properly maintained and it's not cluttered. If it's a cluttered environment, you can see the difference between a cluttered environment and an organized environment. You're more efficient in an organized environment. And when you wake up in the morning, you have to have a set of routines and habits developed so that you can basically go on your day with a full-blown system and you're alert as well. But if you do have bad habits, everybody does, even I do, everybody do have these bad habits. But if you track them visually, if you keep a tracker of it like a notebook, track them each and every week, each and every day, track them and see where it's going wrong. If you're not hitting the gym, you will realize your energy and your fitness levels are very zero. And as you age, it gets even better, right? It doesn't get better as in the sense it gets worse, right? So if you want to work out and make that a good habit, tracking. So it's a visual correspondence to your tracking. And when you tick it off, you will feel a sense of accomplishment. And then you can reward yourself on the 6th day of the workout with something sweet, because that you have actually done and you deserve it. So that's the way to go about habits. That's a simpler way of going about it. There's much more science behind it, but I basically told about habit stacking. Stack a habit one after the other and then build it from there.
So exactly what you said, I was just listening to that. Now I experienced something. Now this our video production guys was I just told I have lost 7 kilos.
Yes.
He said yes, now I can see the shirt space. So there was few videos when I was doing my button is almost about to pop
Oh yeah, that happens.
and lost about 7 kilos. And as entrepreneurs, you get the energy as well, what you rightly said. So entrepreneurs here, take all these lessons, develop habits, and you will improve. And I would like to request you, if you are having some of these habits, which she is saying that you should have, comment below on the habit as well. Now we are going to another interesting topic.
Yes, let's go.
Now the entrepreneurs, we are saying we are going to start from zero. And sometimes a school leaver or a young lady, sometimes especially girls, they say, they are not going to be entrepreneurs, they have to be able to cook properly, take care of the husband, take care of the baby.
Yes.
What kind of advice you like to give maybe the youngsters? We will first give for the young girls who is watching this,
Okay.
Maybe around 20s, early 20s kind of thing. If they don't have money to start up, if they don't have any connections to start, maybe no family support in there, how can a girl start their entrepreneur journey?
Yeah. So I experienced all three of those actually. No support, no family support as well, no connections, zero money. So what I did was, when I started Crossroad Media, I didn't even have an idea of making it a digital marketing or even a video production agency. I just knew social media and how to work it back in 2019. So what I did was, when I was doing the job, I printed a business card. And what I did was, go and knock on every door. Go and knock on every door based on the services that you can offer. One door will eventually open. So you have to, if you don't have connections, you have to make the move to make the connections. You have to reach out to somebody, like about 100 people on LinkedIn. If it doesn't work, then change your way of reaching these people as well. There's a method to that as well. You can actually YouTube everything. You can learn all of this, how to approach a client as the first-time business owner with zero money. Let's say it's a service-based industry, right? You can figure out the funds to it. If you're doing a job, you can save from that and then you can pump that money onto starting your business. But it's going to be a lot of hard work, but you can definitely reach out. Always what you have to do is reach out. If you keep silent, nothing is going to come to you just like that. You have to reach out and ask for it as well. And you have to let your ego down. You have to let down the thing where it's this, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this, but a lot of girls think they can't become entrepreneurs because they don't have the drive like men do, or like they have a lot of restrictions at home. Break away from those restrictions. If you have the passion for it, break away. I didn't have my family's support when I started. I was getting scolded most of the time. They were asking me what I'm doing and all of that. Am I not following my law career? And I was getting scolded most of the time. I didn't even have connections, but I just reached out. I went from door to door, handing the business card. That's how I generated my first few clients. They didn't hire me, but they recommended me to somebody else because they had a nice conversation. So improve your conversational skills, negotiation skills, and even attaching the emotional skill of listening to the client. You have to listen to what the client wants. You have to understand a little bit of behavioral psychology of people as well. If you integrate these techniques, then that's a strategy. You're not blindly going there. Then you're actually reaching out with strategy in place.
Very interesting. Will you be able to explain us about your product of Marga?
Ah, yes.
Yeah? And how it happens?
Definitely. Marga is my new passion project, but it has a lot of potential. Marga in Sanskrit means the journey. So how it came about is a very interesting story. I worked with this wellness travel agent who was a client of mine of Crossroad Media. So I was doing her marketing. So social media marketing, started with social media marketing, then worked with her on the retreats, the journeys, went on a couple of retreats and journeys as well, and it completely changed my way of thinking. I'm a Catholic, but I learned the beauty of meditation, Buddhism meditation, the guidance that is offered, how it clears your mind. And this was for about 7 years. This was starting from like, let's say 2017. I worked with her for about 7 years. And then my life changed. There was a catalyst, a point where I lost someone that was close to me. And I was lost for about 2 years. And last year, I went on this beautiful wellness holiday to this beautiful resort in Dambulla, and it completely changed my mind. But for the very first time in a long time, I actually slept properly. And I didn't sleep on a luxury bed. That was on top of Pidurangala, I fell asleep. And that was the point. That was one of those points where it changed my life, sort of gave me a sense of purpose. I looked out to the view, I gained the view, I saw the view from top of the world, right? And I felt like my problems are not that big. This world is big. There's more out there. So I wanted to give that wellness vacation, a healing vacation for your mind, for your emotions, physically even, to heal yourself. And that's what I want to do with Marga, to promote wellness tourism in Sri Lanka. Because we have a lot of natural resources. We have amazing 5,000 traditions of Ayurveda, 5,000 years old of traditions of healing, right? We have all of these, the beaches that heal you, the oceans, the waves, the people, the culture. People are very welcoming in Sri Lanka, very hospitable. Our country is very hospitable. And Sri Lanka has the biggest potential to become South Asia's best wellness destination. If we work towards it as a country, and that's what I'm trying to do with Marga through my brand as well, we can take this country forward, because wellness tourism in the future is very much needed. Because you might know there are youngsters out there, they quit their jobs in like 3 weeks because they're not satisfied. And they identify like, I don't have a purpose in my life. What am I doing with my life? So if you do take a wellness vacation, you might find an answer not right then and there.
So wellness vacation, generally how many days that you should take roughly?
Generally, I would suggest at least minimum 5 nights.
5 nights.
5 nights, 7 nights, because you need to experience the change.
And where can a person go and experience this? Currently, is it available in Sri Lanka, or are you still
I'm
coming up with the product?
Yes, I'm coming up with the products. Products will be online from January 2026. So we will be creating different packages for everyone. So if you want a detox vacation, we would have that. If you want a healing vacation with a little bit of Sri Lankan elements,
Right.
like Angampora or yoga mixed together, where you maintain discipline and the flow of life together. Sort of that combination will come in as well. So all of these packages will provide healing for your mind, your spirit, emotions, and physically as well.
So if somebody wants to get in contact with you, how can they contact you?
Oh, you can contact me on LinkedIn. I'll go as Fiyoni Pinto, or you can email me at fiyonipinto@gmail.com. And my number is already there on my LinkedIn profile, so you can reach out.
And also, we'll add this into the description below, so anybody likes, they will contact with you
Oh,
as well.
amazing,
Nice
amazing.
stuff. So, in order to have our last question and go through the last part,
Okay.
entrepreneurs now, they go through the success, they get up, they get successful. But as Sri Lanka entrepreneurs, where have they lost themselves? Do they lose themselves, or are you happy with the entrepreneurs that you meet, especially?
I meet a lot of interesting people. One thing that I always look for is what can I learn from the person that I'm meeting. I always think like I'm the dumb person in the room. I always want to think like, oh, I'm the dumbest person in the room. Let me learn from somebody else. There is something that I learned, what I observed is some entrepreneurs lack the passion. You have to have the passion, you have to have the perseverance to go about your journey. I'm someone who has gone through a lot in life, but I have this strong emotional endurance. A lot of women usually have that as well. That's the physiological and psychological difference between men and women. But they don't think about the forward thinking. A lot of people lack the forward thinking. That means forward thinking comes with a lot of reading, research. You have to read and research articles based on your industry. If you don't do that, you're going to be stagnant at one point, because you're going to be very comfortable when it comes to one stage of the business. Then you're like, okay, money is coming to me, the business is steady, so I'm good. What's after that? Can you scale it? Can you develop it more? Can you do something for your country? Can you do something not just for yourself or your company? Can you go beyond and do a purpose in life? Because each and every human being, all of us, there's a purpose in our life. We want to do something at least very small, something that we want to give back to the society. That's where that entrepreneurship fulfillment to a certain extent comes in. Yeah, but entrepreneurs are never satisfied, right?
Yeah.
We are always setting the bar up high. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
But you also have to have your friend circle. You need to have the social life a little bit. Entrepreneurship is never going to be easy. You can never just, I want to have a balance in life. It's not going to ideally happen over the weekend. It's not going to happen. We are here on a Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
Yeah, we are not sleeping, right? It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But then there might be a day like next week on a Wednesday where you can actually take a little bit of time off and call some friends and hang out with some friends. You really need that. Because those aspects of family life, your friends, your personal growth is something a lot of entrepreneurs forget. But they remember that at the very crucial moment when it's way too late. So before that happens, take care of that aspects of your life as well.
So marketing is evolved, and now especially the Gen Zs are coming in, the millennials are little getting outdated and all this stuff. So how do you adapt to this marketing strategies, and how do you give the clients something?
Yes, so when it comes to marketing, you have to always take a step forward and always have the forward thinking, definitely. But when it comes to a brand, let's say, a brand usually have their own demographics, they do have their own voice and everything that is articulated by different generation. But then comes another generation that is going to take over, making changes. Their lifestyle behaviors are different, their patterns are different, their way of thinking is different. So you have to position your brand where even your marketing campaigns would resonate with these different sectors. So different target markets are Gen Zers, Gen Alphas, the millennials, the early millennials, boomers, Gen Xers. some of your materials might not work for all of these demographics. You have to adapt for these demographics as well. That adaptation, that flexibility, that research that goes into understanding these different key segments will help you in driving your brand forward. Because you have to think about the next 5 years as well. As a marketeer, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you have to not just think about the next 3 months. You have to think about the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, the Gen Z is going to probably be the 34. Let's say 33 or 34, that's going to be the earliest Gen Z, the oldest Gen Z. But their way of thinking is wired differently. But the youngest Gen Z will be wired differently. Their behavior patterns will be very different. A lot of Gen Zers, and most of them, up to a certain percentage, they don't care about luxury items. They don't care about branded items. They do care about what kind of message goes about to the world. What can I contribute? Is there a story behind it? Storytelling marketing. That's where the story behind this is connected to storytelling marketing. So you can connect with the Gen Zers and some millennials and even boomers as well, because they also do care about the authentic human emotion that comes up with story. So as a marketer, you have to keep on learning. At least 4 days a week. Check what's happening around you, around the world. Definitely read research articles. Look into the behavioral aspects of humans. Consumer behavior is very important. Consumer behavior science is very important. So you can identify and market in such a way. And you also have to understand the use of AI. You have to use AI to enhance your business, not to run mediocre campaigns. Because AI will generate a mediocre campaign for you. That campaign will be the same style for 5 other businesses of the same industry. Who is your competitor? How are you going to stand out? That's where your forward thinking has to come. In this day and age, I can give a really good tip for everyone. Look into community marketing. Think about creating a community around your brand. It might not be for all the industries, but when it comes to product-based industries and certain service-based industries, people are now looking to connect more physically as a community. They want to feel like they're a part of a community. So that aspect is there because of the automation of life. Because as human beings, one of our basic needs is human connection.
So very clear. Thank you very much so much for talking about entrepreneurship and marketing.
Thank you.
And also a few tactics to
Yes.
get your business in. So entrepreneurs, if you have any questions, problems, just drop a comment and I'm sure she will reply to all of them. So thank you very much, Fiyoni, for being with us.
Thank you, Dr. Roshan, for having me today as well. And MasterMind is definitely changing the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wealth Mastering 2026. Invest in 5 boxes for your financial freedom. Limited seats available. Reserve yours now.